Hey guys, this is Snack Attack 8 returning back to you for part 26 of DK64 on the pause menu this time, weirdly enough, because while I was ending the recording and exporting the audio file and all that stuff between videos, I looked over, realized this dude was beating up on me. Scully Man, whoa, what's, oh, why wasn't he hitting me with the club? He just gave me a little kick. Scully Man was stepping while we were off camera, and I didn't realize. I was like typing in Skype and stuff, and I looked over, this dude's just stomping on me. So I wanted to show off that he was doing that. Why? I don't know. Because it's Creepy Castle, and if you're not showing Skelly Men doing silly things, you're doing it wrong. Speaking of Skelly Men, we may encounter one or two more in Survive the Ghost Train and collect 25 coins to be a winner, donkey. Yep. Yeah, we may, oh no, the resident demons, oh, so spooky. There's some skelly boys on there, right there. It's the last minecart segment of the game, and a really cool one. Again, I said I like the Fungi Forest one the most, and I definitely do, but this one has this guy, so that's pretty cool. It also has only a 25 number of coins you need, so that's also cool. I do like that. I find I usually end up with around 50 on this thing anyway, but, doesn't hurt. And I like that this one's spooky themed. Look at this. I think this is meant to be the guy from DKC2, the ghost pirate guy. I don't remember his name. Definitely blanking on it, but there's definitely like a. In the roller coaster levels of that game, there's definitely like a ghost pirate guy that like flies around. I think it's Haunted Halls is the name of that one, or maybe Haunted Chase. I can't remember. But yeah, this is making a comeback. It's this Ghost Gator boy. He's got hands. They're woogly. It's cool. I really like the evil laughs and things that come out of these tombstones. This one, I think, maybe more than any of them feels like the most like roller coastery. They all feel like a kind of bat out of hell minecart ride, but this one feels like a spooky kind of roller coaster, which I like a lot. I don't think there's very many spooky roller coasters. I think the only one I've ever been on that I would 100% define as spooky would be the Mummy ride from Universal Studios. And if you're ever in Universal Studios, highly recommend the Mummy ride. It's definitely from the 90s and still there, and it fucking rules. Everybody should ride the Mummy. Go to Universal, go to Florida, make a whole big old trip. Don't do it over Disney though. Just go to Disney first. And go back to Orlando. Do Universal Studios. They got the Harry Potter exhibit. That's some good stuff. It's fun times. Jeez, I'm being weird. God, these first couple episodes of every world, I'll like start recording and I'll have this idea. I'll be like, wow, these are all the key points I want to touch on. And I really want to just give a good rundown of this level and everything that's cool about it, everything it has going for it. And then I'll turn record on, and I'll be like, go to Universal or buy me the Nintendo Switch. Like, it all flies right out the window when I press the record button. I transform into a different person, really. Yeah, I think the 25 coin cap is definitely pretty welcome, I believe, in this specific minecart segment. This is definitely like the only one that has like continuing obstacles, like almost as like a little boss in this guy, and he's always trying to grab you. That part with the flaming skull head things that chase you down is actually pretty easy to avoid. You really just want to hold down and just kind of outrun them, and they'll like explode on their own most of the time, I find. But that can be difficult if you don't know what you're doing. You can get like trapped by them almost. So this is definitely the toughest one. I'm really glad that I don't know if I even knew that the coin level was 25. I knew it was lower, but I think I kind of thought it was like 40 or something. We got 50 anyway, so like we basically did this as well as any of the other golden bananas like this. But there's DK's Haunted Ride, which I like. I think it would be cooler if he was riding on like a skull cart or something like they do in DKC2, just as, you know, a more solidified ref to that game. But the minecart's classic, and all the other stages were in minecarts here too, so makes sense. Anyway, we've got one other thing left to do down here in the cave, boys, and that's Chunky's Crypt Keeper, Chunky Kong. I feel like this is just the worst level for Chunky because he's such a frightenable gentleman. He's the faint of heart, which is definitely like his funniest aspect. Get out of here, Jones. I don't want to deal with you today. Okay, just like everybody else, we've got a switch for Chunky down here. Again, like I said, there's a little bit of walking back and forth in Creepy Castle. The only reason we needed to get the Super Simian Slam before coming down here and doing this stuff was because freaking Tiny Kong has a red switch in her little area. The one with the floating hands, or the raising hands and the green goop. Otherwise, we'd be able to just do this before seeing Cranky, because everybody else has a gun-activated switch. For some reason, they felt like, you know what? Let's make it more difficult for people. Let's make Tiny have to have the red slam power before she can do her thing down here. So yeah, we had to go up and see Cranky Kong for that. But now, now that that's out of the way, and now that we've gotten the sniper ability, we're golden. We can just run through. I thought there were bananas in that one on the left. We can just run through Creepy Castle. We're just good to go. And I think, yeah, like I was saying, once you've done that, then the different areas in this level are all really, it really makes sense, I think. They're all just coherent as for how they're laid out. Like, this crypt has just a golden banana for all the Kongs in it. I think there's another one later on, or another little area similar to this that has that. And then there's, the bananas on the way up the castle itself are pretty easy to get to. Just a good time once you got the lay of the land, really. I think I said we'd never see Searchlight sneak again, and I was wrong. If we keep messing up, actually, we could lose this. Usually I think it's easiest just to get these guys right from when they spawn, because otherwise they just get around and you lose your focus. It's kind of like Big Bug Bash in that regard. I feel like people who've played the game would say the same. There's that. Everybody's got one. Solid ones across the board. I think you can like stomp. Whoa. I think you can pound this. Yeah, I think some bad guys come out. Yeah, these Clackety Jones. And then there's my favorite enemy of this level, and I think one that I don't think we seen those guys? I guess they're probably critters, but the Kremlings with the sheets over their head that try to look like ghosts. I don't think we have. I think those guys might be exclusive to Creepy Castle. But I can never remember if there's an enemy that appears both in Castle and Fungi Forest Night, or if they just appear here. I think the skeleton guys might be in Fungi Forest, actually. Don't hold me to that. They all die in one hit. There's no really hardly any differentiation between them. It doesn't matter. I think we're gonna stay as Chunky here. And we're gonna try to double on back to the tree thing that we opened up in the beginning, like the first thing we did in this level, by using the baboon blast. Because Chunky's got some stuff in there. This is not the way to go, right? You can't go that way. The only part of Creepy Castle that gets me turned around is these little lower areas, because there's a couple of them that branch off in little different directions. That could be kind of confusing. Just a smidgen confusing. Just a tad. A wee bit. Alright, and over the, oh man, Chunky, nice hops, just vaulting over the little thing. I like that. You can hear that very plinkety Kirkhope-like music there. The theme of this level definitely gives off strong Mad Monster Mansion vibes. I think Grant even uses similar melody hooks in some of the parts of this song and its arrangements that he does in Mad Monster Mansion. There's one in particular that uses the exact same melody from both games, but that's also not an original melody. That probably won't make any sense to anybody who's just watching this now and doesn't know. But when we get to the area where that part of the song plays, I'll show you. This is really annoying because this balloon moves so fast. I'm probably just gonna sit here shooting. Just gonna keep shooting. Funny thing, I don't think I really mentioned this much yet because I'm not 100% accurate on most of the facts, but it's well documented that a lot of the songs in this game and a lot of the levels as well were going to be used in Banjo-Kazooie and were scrapped from that game. And even some of them come from before that when Banjo-Kazooie was still called Project Dream. That was like the beta name for the game. And the Creepy Castle song is one that definitely like was begun as a Banjo-Kazooie track and eventually made it into this game. I think it was supposed to be for a level that was going to be in Banjo-Kazooie called Prickly Pear Isle, which is kind of cool. And there's a ton of beta songs from Banjo-Kazooie that are like almost identical to some of the songs in this game, and you can find them all on YouTube. Very well documented stuff. So there's a lot of levels and level themes in this game that originally were meant to be in that one. Yeah, that's cool stuff. This is like the only one I really remember. Prickly Pear Isle. I wonder what kind of level that could have been. It probably would have been more fun than Beaver Bother, which is what we're doing right now. This is the one everyone thinks is hard. Everybody hates this. And to be fair, it is hard. I think if you were to talk to a layman about Donkey Kong 64, they would cite Creepy Castle's Beaver Bother as the most difficult thing in the game, the most annoying thing. And they'd be right too. There's definitely a strategy to Beaver Bother that I talked about in the Frantic Factory playthrough. And it's very much the same here. You just kind of want to walk them into the edge of the pit here. But because you need to get so many beavers for this one, I do find myself messing this up pretty frequently. Like, if we can't get one in here in the very last couple seconds, which we did, we could have messed that up too. There's just not very much time to get those beavers in. Yeah, this used to take me forever. Like this, I made that look easy. That is not easy. And spoilers, it's actually not the only Beaver Bother there is to be played in Creepy Castle. Probably one of many people's biggest complaints with this level. You have to play that same version of difficult Beaver Bother twice. We probably won't see the second playthrough until like very late in this level, because it's one of the last, it's like right at the top of the tower, one of the last things that you would do. But it's coming up again. Maybe I'll fail at that one. I messed up a couple other of the difficult things in this game. I messed up on both the beetle races, I think. Alright, DK's got something down in the tree down here too. I like that little tree area. It's just cool. Again, Creepy Castle. Even, you know, outside of having the horror theme, which I love, and a solid level design, it's just got a bunch of cool nooks and crannies for you to explore in. What's better in a 3D platformer collectathon game than nooks and crannies? I say nothing. I say DK's Blueprint. That's what's better. That's what we just picked up. Try to catch this over here. Yeah! And DK is already down for his banana medal, which usually is how it works for me because he has so many bananas on the climb up. They just rotate around the level. So we're probably going to use him as one of our big spenders. He's going to be one of the big providers of bananas for us. We got dumb Time Wizard here again. Time Wizard from Yu-Gi-Oh! Who we need to shoot up on the wall. This is something you would not be able to do. Oh man, oh yeah, I got it, whoa. I didn't think I was going to. I tried to use Z to take the picture there, which is just not how you take the picture. But I still managed to get it. Yeah, you need the scope to do this, which is why we didn't just come in here first. I guess we could have done Chunkies. No, you need the scope for Chunkies too. I don't know what I'm talking about. You need the scope for both of these. You just want to... That'll hit, I think. Yeah. As we do that, the water level will rise. Listen to this very percussion-heavy version of the song here. It's really shuffling. I really like how it shuffles around. It's just a shuffling song. What? I think I'm just gonna keep shooting here and just maybe it'll hit it. There we go. With 200 ammo, like, we really have no need to conserve. There's so much ammo around and stuff, just not that important. Let's, maybe right there, probably be good. Yeah, we got it. I think that's the last one we need to get. Fortunately, this isn't a bonus barrel or anything, it's just a golden banana. Did I say that already? I definitely thought that when we entered here. I don't think I said it, though. Yeah, that's good, that works. And then we'll swim out this little passage down here. And this takes us out to this weird little water area. I like this little bit. You just like swim out a grate. It's kind of cool. Little pool pond here. It's like the only body of fluid in this entire level that's not green insta-kill goop. I guess Crystal Cave's the last level they did lava in. Now they're like, well, we gotta make it creepy. We gotta make the walls ooze green slime. Oh wait, they always do that. I don't know. Dumb. Alright. Should I come in here as Chunky? Chunky. Can we get Chunky? Isn't there a tag barrel right up here? I think there is. Right down here or something. Tag barrel? Right down here maybe? Right down here maybe? Tag barrel? Right down here? Tag barrel, please? Where are you? Here it is. Wait, the other end of the hallway. This is probably the biggest of these little dungeon areas. I usually call this area like the dungeon. I call the other one the crypt. It's kind of like by a bunch of tombstones. Feels like a graveyard. This one I would call the dungeon. But like another great arrangement of the music. It's just all so good. I like the little water in the ground and stuff here too. I think Chunky's got a banana in there. But we're just going to grab these bananas with him around the hall. He's got a ton down here. You probably can't get the banana medal for him, honestly, without getting some of these at least. Because there's just a bunch of them. And he has his Kasplat here too. Which I think as the levels get longer and bigger, the Kasplats are something that you really, like, when you see them, you just want to pick them up. Because they just get easier and easier to miss. I don't know if I showed this off. If you use the regular attack on these skull boys, they'll like lose body parts and stuff. And as long as the move you're using doesn't have enough damage to like actually take them out, they'll still keep walking around and trying to get you. It's kind of haunted. It's kind of fright. I don't know. Well, again, like I said, I think when we saw Funky, we really don't need this upgrade for the instrument here. There will be some playthroughs, because it doesn't count for your percentage total either. There'll be some playthroughs I just forget about it, honestly. But because of this is the Let's Play version of this game, we'll get it. It's the last thing from Candy. Really the last thing we buy in any of the stores. So we're getting there, man. We're getting there, man. Alright, Chunky, what do you have to do in here? I think he has something in this part. He's got some grates to open in here. That's definitely for sure. See, isn't this area just very Dunge-like? Punch these things down. Grab this. Probably grab that too, honestly. I don't know if Chunky even does have a banana in here. He may just have some things he can do, not necessarily that are gonna get him anywhere. Because I know I'm pretty sure it's Diddy Lanky DK. We will open these though, because I think we're gonna want to pick those up with Diddy. I think there was a balloon that I did pass up, so we'll want to get these bananas just to make sure Diddy doesn't end up high and dry at the end, as he can. He for sure can. And this is kind of a weird area because Diddy's bananas, or Diddy's thing to do is actually over there to the right, I believe. I like the chains in this area though. Like the overturned buckets. That's really the. They're like, we need one environmental item for this little dungeon area. Let's make it overturned buckets. This is, oh no, yeah, this is where I wanted to go. I was like, I almost thought this was the wrong way because there's the lanky switch. But my brain was right. There are bananas over here too. Now we'll do this. This is like the first thing we've even really done is Diddy in here. Except for the little crypt banana he had. What did Diddy? Oh, that was the Simeon Slam one. I feel like unless Diddy is using the rocket barrel, he's like not doing something that interesting. And he does use the rocket barrel a lot, but I feel like sometimes his bananas are just a little bit lacking. It's easy to forget about. Oh man, that was a great shot though, Diddy. One thing that's not lacking is those sniping skills. My control stick is so sensitive, one of those bound to hit it. Yeah. I'm still using that weird controller. Ever since this random other controller I have proved to be what would win me the rabbit race, I've just kind of decided that like it deserves to be around for the rest of the Let's Play. I'm just gonna give it its victory lap. Oh man, Jonesy swatted me right out of the air. Whoa, how did I get that high up? That was super weird. You need the scope for this too. It drops these chains down, and if you step on the ground here, it turns the banana little throne aside. So you wouldn't be able to get across that area without shooting the switch. It's another area that you definitely want the sniper ability for. That's really like what unlocks all the challenges, or a lot of the challenges in this level. So super important to get first. Guess we'll switch to Dong, because his thing's right here. What does he have to do in here? Oh, great. It's a face puzzle. Everyone's favorite. All right, which of these pieces already is DK? I don't think any of them are. That one up top looks like it could be DK, but it's definitely lanky. Freaking lanky. That's DK. I think this is him. This definitely seems more kind of like a right-in banana, too. Definitely, they were close to the end of the game, and they were like, well, man, we really made a lot of golden bananas for this game. Just gotta have to come up with some weird ones right here at the end. It kind of looks like we got like a little Cyclops DK thing going on right now. Or that, you know, he-K. He-K. Abomination. Oh man, this isn't right. Oh no, this isn't right. That's Lanky's face. Damn it, now I gotta cycle all the way back around. Freaking Lanky impeded my progress in more ways than one. As he's so known to do. Sure does, Lanky Kong. Sure does like to do that. Alright, I think we've got enough time just for one more. Speaking of Lanky, we got enough time for one more golden banana, and I'm gonna make it this one. Lanky is far too cheery and comical to be skulking around in a dank dungeon like this. Dank old Dunge. He's also got some green slime to do here. Whoop! Rip he frickin' died. The death of Lanky. Shoutouts to the charity stream of this game I did, in which there was a save and kill Lanky incentive. That was like the big money winner for the money I was raising. That was a great time. I would like to do another stream like that. I don't know how many people who are watching this were at that. It was, you know, it wasn't a year ago, but it was not far from a year ago. And the DK64 one was like 2 years ago now. But I think I'm gonna try to make it a thing I do every summer. It's like a charity marathon. The last 2 summers I had like a specific cause to be fundraising for, so the stream was just a means to do that. But this year I don't think I'm gonna be doing the same. I don't think I'm gonna be involved in the organization this summer that was the reason I was doing those streams before. But we could still just do like a donation stream. That would still just be fun to do. I love raising money, actually. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I have no shame in asking for it. And I think if it's going for a good cause, it's just a fun thing to do. Another fun thing to do is Kremling Kosh. Maybe we could have a Kremling Kosh charity tournament. Actually, that sounds like the worst thing imaginable. It sounds like something I would rather freaking I don't know. There's so many things I would rather do than a Kremlin Kosh tournament that I'm having a hard time even thinking of one of them. Again, never go for the red boys. They're just going to throw you off. You got plenty of time to Kosh these green Kremlings. Maybe unless you're playing the Wii U version, which is super weird. In which case, everything, even the most menial tasks are somehow difficult if it requires you to do some aiming. But Kremlin Kosh is super easy, man. I'm tired today. I didn't get a Nintendo Switch. I'm bummed out. I knew I was like, you know, I need to record Donkey Kong. Maybe I'll play this old-ass Nintendo 64 game. Look how far you can make it with this. Can we make it all the way to the end? No. Rip he one more time. How are you even banging on that slime? He should sink into it. I don't know. What was I saying? I don't think it was important, whatever it was. We're going to end the episode off here. Next time, we're going to finish off the golden bananas that can be found here in this dungeon area. And then I think we'll start scaling the castle, the tower climb, and it'll be even creepier than before. Woo! So, Lanky on a barrel, Lanky on a bucket, signing off. Till then, I've been Snack Attack 8. Doing more Simian Slams at the end of the video. See you all next time. Thanks for watching. Later.